What they want.
What they want.
They want peace and quiet and a sandwich, not a fold over.
Have you ever wondered what makes Erykah Badu so irresistibly captivating to men? At 53, the queen of neo-soul finally opens up and addresses the swirling rumors behind her magnetic allure. With her spellbinding voice and a persona that defies convention, Badu has long been a muse and a mystery. Now she's ready to unveil the truth behind her magnetic allure, the secrets that not only drive men wild, but also empower her as a groundbreaking artist. Are you ready to listen to her secret? Let's get started. Fans of Erykah Badu know that she has long captivated both fans and the media with more than just her music. Her enigmatic personality and profound sense of self have sparked numerous conversations and, in some cases, urban legends about her supposed powers over those who come into her life. One of these urban legends, which Badu has addressed several times, suggests that her relationships with men significantly alter their lives, especially their careers and life paths. This legend hints at the idea that anyone who falls for her cannot help but undergo a deep transformation. In a 2020 interview with Rolling Stone, Badu acknowledged this myth, albeit with a hint of humor. "There's an urban legend that my pussy changes men," she said, referencing the belief that the men she loves, or who love her, experience a profound shift. "The men that I fall in love with, and fall in love with me, change jobs and lives," she added. Badu's life and relationships have been under the microscope for decades, especially because some of the men she's dated, most notably rappers Andre 3000 and Common, have gone on to experience significant artistic and personal evolutions after their time with her. But according to Badu, these changes are not so much tied to her sexuality or romantic power, but rather to something far more spiritual and intellectual. During a recent appearance on the Tamron Hall show, Badu once again addressed these so-called bedroom powers. Tamron Hall, intrigued by the legend, brought up a segment from Vogue's Objects of Affection series where Badu gives viewers a tour of her creatively named studio and home space, Badudio. As Hall watched the tour and observed Badu's studio setup, which doubles as her bedroom, she couldn't help but make the connection between Badu's bedroom and the myth surrounding her. "So that's a studio/bedroom, and I thought, of all the rooms that she would take us in, a lot has been said about your bedroom. The mystical powers. You are keenly aware of the urban legend that men can't look you in the eye without falling in love," Hall commented with a laugh. Badu, in her characteristic way, expanded the scope of the legend, adding that her appeal affects not only men, but also women, children, and even animals. "Women, too, and children and animals. Any living, breathing thing," she said with a knowing smile, emphasizing the universal reach of her energy. She hinted at the fact that her so-called powers are not tied solely to romantic or sexual interactions, but extend to anyone who crosses her path. When asked to describe these powers, Badu offered an interesting perspective. "I think it's indescribable," she mused, carefully sidestepping any specific explanation. However, she quickly clarified that whatever her power might be, it is not rooted in physical or sexual allure. "In the bedroom? That's not where you're gonna find it, because my magic doesn't lie between my thighs, it lies between my ears," she stated, shifting the focus away from her sexuality and toward her intellect and energy. This statement is quintessential of Badu, asserting her independence from societal expectations and highlighting that her essence is far more than her physical being. This isn't the first time Badu has disarmed assumptions about her relationships. Over the years, she has repeatedly emphasized that the key to her allure lies in her mind, creativity, and spiritual depth. She has often been described as someone who embodies a deep connection to the universe, a spiritual mystic whose understanding of energy and life is palpable. This quality, combined with her creative genius, is perhaps why people close to her feel compelled to change and grow. Badu's life philosophy seems rooted in a type of empowerment that goes beyond superficial attraction. She has been open about her exploration of love, relationships, and spirituality throughout her career. Her music, often considered an expression of her inner life, frequently deals with these themes. In this way, Badu's powers, or magic as she calls it, can be seen as the ability to inspire transformation in others by simply being herself, thoughtful, introspective, and in tune with the universe. Many say that anyone who falls under Badu's spell is unlikely to come out of the relationship unscathed. Often, they emerge transformed, both personally and artistically. One of the most prominent examples of this transformation is Andre 3000 of Outkast. When Andre 3000 met Badu, Outkast had just released their second album, ATLIENS, and was starting to rise as a major force in hip-hop. His relationship with Badu, which began in the late 1990s, seemingly helped Andre unlock a deeper, more experimental side of himself, both musically and personally. From an outsider's perspective, it was as if he was undergoing a profound metamorphosis. As their relationship blossomed, Andre's appearance, artistic expression, and public persona began to shift in ways that few could have predicted. Before meeting Badu, Andre 3000's style, like that of many rappers in the late 90s, was fairly traditional for the hip-hop scene. He wore the baggy pants, oversized jerseys, and urban streetwear typical of the genre at the time. However, after getting involved with Badu, a dramatic shift occurred. He began to break away from the conventions of hip-hop fashion, adopting a more eclectic avant-garde style. Suddenly, wigs, turbans, and vibrantly colored unconventional outfits became part of his signature look. It was clear that Badu's influence had expanded Andre's creative horizons, encouraging him to embrace not only new artistic ideas, but also to express his individuality more boldly. Andre's transformation extended beyond his wardrobe. As a member of Outkast, his music also began to take a different direction. Known for their southern rap roots, Outkast's sound became more experimental and genre-defying. Andre 3000's lyrics evolved to include themes of self-reflection, spirituality, and identity, and his delivery grew more versatile and nuanced. Outkast's groundbreaking 2000 album Stankonia and later Speaker Box X, The Love Below, showcased this transformation clearly, with The Love Below in particular being a deeply personal and genre-bending project. Andre's evolution was apparent in songs like Hey Ya, where he blended elements of funk, rock, and pop, diverging sharply from his earlier hip-hop work. While Andre 3000's artistic shift during this time is often linked to his relationship with Badu, she herself has downplayed any notion that she consciously changed him. Badu, known for her deep sense of self-awareness and spirituality, has spoken openly about how the men she loves undergo transformations, but suggests that these changes are not about her power over them, but about them discovering new parts of themselves. She often emphasizes that her relationships create a space for growth, introspection, and personal evolution. With Andre, it was likely that her intellectual and creative presence, along with her spiritual philosophy, encouraged him to break out of societal and artistic norms, helping him explore new dimensions of his identity. Despite the eventual breakup of their romantic relationship, Andre and Badu have maintained a strong bond. Together they share a son, Seven Sirius Benjamin, born in 1997, and their co-parenting has been marked by mutual respect and friendship. Both have spoken about their deep admiration for each other, and they remain connected not just through their child, but through a shared creative energy. After Andre 3000's transformative relationship with Erykah Badu, it was rapper and actor Common's turn to fall under her enigmatic spell. Much like Andre, Common experienced a significant evolution, both personally and artistically, during his time with Badu. Their relationship, which began in the early 2000s, marked a turning point in Common's career and life, inspiring him to explore new artistic and personal dimensions. As with Andre, Badu's influence on Common was profound, and the changes he underwent while dating her left a lasting impression on his public persona. Before his relationship with Badu, Common, born Lonnie Rashid Lynn, was known as a talented and socially conscious rapper who adhered to the stylistic norms of hip-hop in the late 90s and early 2000s. He sported the typical baggy pants, oversized shirts, and sneakers that characterized the style of most rappers of that era. His music, while thoughtful and politically aware, had not yet fully ventured into the experimental or introspective territory that it would later explore. Then came his relationship with Erykah Badu, and much like Andre 3000 before him, Common's outward appearance and creative expression began to transform. One of the most noticeable changes was his style. The baggy pants and urban streetwear were replaced by more unconventional and artistic choices. He started wearing crocheted outfits, bright-colored scarves, and more eclectic, bohemian-inspired clothing. These changes were symbolic of his deeper transformation as an artist and a person. His style choices reflected a move away from mainstream hip-hop culture and toward a more individualistic, free-spirited expression that seemed to align with Badu's own eclectic spiritual nature. Common himself has openly admitted that his relationship with Badu profoundly influenced him. In interviews, he has spoken about how deeply he worshipped their relationship, describing her as someone who opened his mind and pushed him to grow. In many ways, Common was willing to do whatever it took to make Badu happy. Their bond transcended the typical romantic connection. It was a meeting of minds, hearts, and creative spirits. During their time together, Common took on interests that he might not have previously explored. For example, in his desire to connect with Badu on a deeper level, he found himself embracing activities like gardening and tree planting, things that were far removed from the urban world he had been accustomed to. Rolling up his sleeves to plant trees and garden may have seemed out of character for a rapper known for his gritty, socially conscious lyrics, but it reflected Common's desire to align more closely with Badu's world of holistic living, environmental awareness, and spirituality. Badu's influence on Common extended far beyond fashion or hobbies. She pushed him to reflect on his values and live with greater intention, prompting a deeper connection to nature and the world around him. After her relationships with Andre 3000 and Common, Erykah Badu became romantically involved with another figure from the hip-hop world, the DOC, a legendary rapper and songwriter who is perhaps best known for his contributions to NWA and his collaborations with Dr. Dre. Like the men before him, the DOC found himself deeply affected by his time with Badu, and even after their romantic relationship ended, he struggled to fully move on. Their relationship, which resulted in the birth of their daughter Puma Sabti Curry in 2004, left a lasting mark on the DOC, both emotionally and creatively. The DOC's career had been shaped by both great success and significant hardship. In the late 1980s, he released his critically acclaimed debut album, No One Can Do It Better, which showcased his exceptional lyrical ability and solidified his status as one of the most promising voices in hip-hop. However, his career took a devastating turn when he was involved in a near-fatal car accident in 1989, which severely damaged his vocal cords and left him unable to rap as he had before. Despite this setback, the DOC continued to contribute to the hip-hop world behind the scenes, writing lyrics for artists like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. By the time he crossed paths with Erykah Badu, he had already endured the highs and lows of the music industry. When the DOC and Badu became involved, their connection seemed to be both deep and meaningful. Badu, known for her ability to inspire transformation in the men she dates, had a profound impact on the DOC. Their daughter Puma was born in 2004, and even though their romantic relationship eventually ended, the DOC remained deeply attached to Badu. In interviews, he has spoken openly about how much she meant to him and how difficult it was for him to fully move on after their breakup. Unlike some of Badu's other exes, the DOC expressed his feelings for her in an especially public way. In an interview years after their split, he revealed that he still harbored hopes of rekindling their relationship, and even floated the idea of creating a reality TV show centered on their relationship. The show, as he envisioned it, would follow their journey and ultimately lead to a happy ending where the two of them get married. For the DOC, the idea of a reality show was more than just a television concept. It was a reflection of his lingering emotional attachment to Badu and his desire to reconcile with her. Erykah Badu's relationships often draw intrigue not only for their romantic nature, but also for the profound impact they seem to have on the men she becomes involved with. Her romance with rapper Electronica, who is also the father of Badu's third child, is no exception. Their relationship, which lasted for 5 years, was marked by creativity and shared artistic visions, but it also came with a sense of speculation surrounding Badu's so-called spell and its effects on Electronica's music career. Electronica, born Timothy Elpadaro Thedford, is known for his cerebral lyricism and unique sound, blending elements of jazz, soul, and traditional hip-hop. He burst onto the scene in the late 2000s with a series of critically acclaimed mixtapes, establishing himself as a formidable talent in the rap world. However, despite his evident potential and initial momentum, Electronica's debut album, Act 2, Patents of Nobility, The Turn, has become notorious for its protracted release timeline. Fans have been left in limbo, wondering why this highly anticipated project has remained unfinished for so long, even years after his relationship with Badu came to an end. Many observers speculate that Badu's influence during their relationship played a role in Electronica's creative stagnation. Known for her magnetic personality and spiritual depth, Badu has been described as a muse for many artists, inspiring them to explore new facets of their creativity. In the case of Electronica, this dynamic may have contributed to both his artistic evolution and his struggle to complete his long-awaited debut album. It's not uncommon for artists to experience significant life changes during romantic relationships, and for Electronica, his time with Badu seemed to be both creatively enriching and, paradoxically, creatively debilitating. During their 5-year relationship, Badu and Electronica shared a deep connection rooted in their mutual love for music and spirituality. They became known for their artistic synergy, collaborating on various projects and performing together. However, Badu's intense energy and the depth of their bond may have created an environment where Electronica found it challenging to finalize his work. Some fans speculate that his deep emotional investment in the relationship left him distracted from the discipline required to complete his album. In a way, it mirrored the experiences of Badu's previous partners. While their relationships might have sparked creativity, they also seemed to divert focus from their artistic goals. Adding to the intrigue surrounding Badu and Electronica's relationship is the birth of their daughter, Mars Merkaba Thedford, in 2009. The arrival of a child often brings both joy and responsibility, which can influence an artist's creative process. While becoming a father could have fueled Electronica's inspiration, it also may have introduced new challenges that complicated his ability to focus on music. The balance between personal and professional life is often delicate for artists, and for Electronica, this period may have been particularly tumultuous. After their breakup, the speculation about Badu's influence on Electronica's creative output continued. As years passed without a formal release of his debut album, whispers about the curse of Badu lingered in hip-hop circles. It's important to note that this notion, while compelling, oversimplifies the complexities of an artist's creative process. The music industry is rife with challenges, including label pressures, personal struggles, and the ever-changing landscape of popular music, which can all contribute to delays in album releases. The urban legends that swirl around her, often delivered with a wink and a smile, paint her as a mystical force capable of transforming the lives of the men who enter her orbit. This phenomenon has led to playful discussions about Badu's sanctuary, where her past partners are said to be enchanted, leading to dramatic shifts in their personal styles, careers, and artistic expressions. Badu herself leans into the playful nature of these rumors. In interviews, she has humorously claimed that the intoxicating sweet scent of her sanctuary is simply the result of her drinking pure cranberry juice. This playful jab at the legends surrounding her provides a glimpse into her personality, a blend of confidence and self-awareness, coupled with a willingness to embrace the whimsical narrative that has emerged around her. The idea that her essence can have such a profound impact on those around her speaks to the mystical quality many attribute to her presence. It is a narrative that resonates with the spirit of her music, which often explores themes of love, transformation, and spirituality. The concept of the spell associated with Badu has become almost mythological, leading to both admiration and jest among fans and the music community. The notion that artists, especially rappers, undergo significant transformations when involved with her has created a playful but intriguing narrative about the effects of love and inspiration. This perception is amplified by the visible changes many of her exes have made, stylistic, artistic, and even philosophical, as they explore new aspects of themselves during and after their time with her. These changes are often interpreted through the lens of the Badu effect, a phenomenon that suggests her presence inspires her partners to delve deeper into their artistry, often resulting in groundbreaking, albeit unconventional, expressions. One of the more sensational elements of Badu's mystique is her wildly popular perfume, which she cheekily claims is derived from her worn underwear. This idea seems almost surreal, yet it adds to her persona as a modern-day sorceress, turning something intimate and personal into an object of desire. The process of burning and distilling her underwear to create a fragrance is emblematic of Badu's artistic sensibility. It blurs the lines between the personal and the commercial, the sacred and the profane. By transforming a piece of her life into a fragrance, Badu encapsulates the essence of her identity and her relationship with her fans, allowing them to experience a part of her in a tangible way. This perfume, imbued with the very essence of Badu, has become a cultural artifact, a symbol of her enchanting presence. It serves as a reminder that the mystique surrounding her is not just about her music, but also about the connections she forges and the energy she brings into the lives of those around her. The scent acts as an olfactory representation of her sanctuary, evoking feelings of warmth, nostalgia, and allure, emotions that resonate with her music and persona. Moreover, the whispers about Badu's spell have become a running joke in the music industry, often highlighted whenever a rapper or artist undergoes a sudden and drastic style change. Whether it's a new fashion sense, a shift in lyrical content, or a complete reinvention of their artistic identity, these changes are frequently attributed to the influence of Badu's magnetic presence. The humor in these observations reflects a broader understanding of how relationships can catalyze personal growth and transformation, whether those changes are welcomed or unexpected. What do you think about the way Erykah Badu drives men crazy? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.